Hello and welcome to Millwall Fan TV. This is your post-match analysis for a very, very disappointing result against Derby County at the Den. But we will start post-match analysis in a minute. Before we start the video, obviously, if you are a new viewer or a new viewer, please subscribe to Millwall Fan TV. We are nearing 400 subscribers, and that is always appreciated. Like the video. Obviously, it's not a great result today, but please still like the video. That is always appreciated too. But let's get straight into the post-match analysis. It was a really, really poor performance, I felt. I felt like we scored first, and to be honest, as soon as we scored, I felt like it was going to be a 1-0 game. I did feel that, and it just wasn't, was it? I felt, our defence was going to stand strong, and I felt like we were going to hold on to all 3 points, and maybe nick second one in the second half. But it was the Louis Sibley show, wasn't it? Cracking player, but I felt like we just let him go through a few times far too easy, and I felt, for the defence, our defence is the best defence in the league since Rout's come in. But that defence was not good today. It was pretty poor actually. It looked very uncoordinated, and it looked. I thought that was one of Cooper's worst games for the club ever. To be honest, ever. He let Louis Sibley pass too many times. I thought Murray Wallace played well. But not Cooper, and Hutchinson had an average game, but as I said, one of his worst games of the season too. Romeo played well, got forward quite a lot. The midfield too, I felt they were non-existent. Malumbi and Woods, I felt they didn't create enough for us. They didn't get the ball moving. Considering we opened the scoring, but it was very much against the run of play. I felt like Derby probably deserved to be ahead before we scored. So the result was probably justified. I didn't feel like it was a 3-1 game, and that was why when Bodvarsson scored, I felt it was more of a fair scoreline to lose by 1. But when Bodvarsson scored, it was a shame. It was a shame it wasn't sort of 1 or 2 minutes earlier, because I think we might have been able to just scupper up one more chance and possibly get back into the game. But not to be today. But we've got to look forward to the Barnsley game next week. It's the first game back. Luckily for us, Luton did us a favour and grabbed a late equaliser against Preston at Kenilworth Road. So of course that keeps us in the hunt. 3 points off. We'll move on to Barnsley next week, who did beat QPR 1-0, and pretty much predictions for that will be out on Thursday. But getting back into the post-match analysis, I felt it was very, very disappointing. I felt Jeb was really poor. I felt he was really, really poor, and I felt, if you want to get the playoffs, you can't have sort of 10-minute spell here and then be dodgy for 10 minutes, because it just doesn't work like that. You've got to, as a promotion team or a playoff team, you've got to be 80 minutes. You've got to be pressuring them for 80 minutes, and that last 10 minutes, wherever that might be in the game, there's always going to be a spell in the game where the other team come at you a bit more than you would like them to, but I felt like that their spell they came at us today was just far too much, to be honest. And I felt, in the second half, I think that we probably could have nicked one just before they scored, to be honest. Smith should have scored, lobbed the keeper. He should have lobbed the keeper. Should have been 2-1. But we have to learn from our mistakes. And do you know what? Listening to Gary Rowett after the game is an absolute pleasure, because he's so honest, and that makes such a difference for Millwall fans, because obviously I loved Harris, and I thought there's no issue with Harris. Harris was a brilliant manager for us for 4.5 years, but I did feel like Harris used to dress it up a little bit, especially towards his back end of his managerial career at Millwall. I felt like he did dress it up quite a lot, and it would get me and others frustrated. And I felt, he would say, there was good spells, but Rowett is very honest, and he said that he told the players that we're not going to win games if we play like that. So I'm hoping for a reaction next Saturday, and I think we'll get one. But obviously, as I said, pretty much predictions will be up on Thursday. But it's not going to be an easy game, but we'll talk about that more on Thursday. But yeah, that pretty much wraps the post-match analysis up. Really, really poor result today. Would have been lovely to win. We'd be in the playoffs or just outside on goal difference. But we win next week, and it's a totally different picture if the other results go our way. So you can be up a high one week and you can be down on a low the next. So we've just got to keep going. We've got to keep trying to pick up results, and we didn't today. But hopefully next week we'll pick up all 3 points, and we'll go from there. That's about it from us. Subscribe to Millwall Fan TV. Come on, you Lions.